You can't hear me, can you? Good morning, SPs. How is everyone today? I'm not awake yet, apparently. So we're just going to get started. It's going to be a quick show today. I am trying to... There we go. Share screen. All right. But first, my caveat. I'm going to tell you guys, you're not going to like everyone I feature. Some of these people can be assholes. We're all assholes. So just ignore that and focus on the content. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to focus on Scientology, not each other. Every time we focus on each other and try to take another content creator down, we're just helping Scientology. We're just giving OSA a win. And I'm not about that. Hey, Janet's here. Hi, Janet. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, Cricket. It's good to see you. Thanks for modding. And let's just get started, shall we? All right. This is Amir Asali. He went on John Atack, Family and Friends, to talk about child labor in Scientology, Scotland.
Right. Well, I'm John Atack. And if you could introduce yourself so that we have the pronunciation of your name exactly correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Pause it for a second. Let me pause it. Can you guys hear it okay? Is it just my laptop slow? Can you guys hear it? How is sound today? Just want to do a sound check. Hey, Big Chief. Oh, you can hear it fine? Okay, great. Well, let's go back. All right, here we go. Thank you.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah, I know,
who christened you that? This
No,
is Amir.
Yeah.
Asali?
Asali, that's right. You nailed it, John. Yeah.
Grand. And until quite recently, you were a Scientologist.
That's right. Until end of January, yeah.
End of January, so very recent. So you're a newborn non-Scientologist.
That's right.
Newborn SP.
I had a friend who rather mischievously declared himself a WOG revert.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working...
Annoying commercial. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
And we better explain that word WOG is the N word in the UK. But it's the word that Ron Hubbard used for non-Scientologists. He also said that non-Scientologists are raw meat, dead in the head. So there we go. That's the position that we're coming from. So,
goodness me.
How did you get involved? Let's wind back to that.
Yeah, sure thing. Basically, John, I'm a complete film geek and like a very big film person. So I did a lot of theater and drama and football in high school, and then pursued further education and did film studies and acting. And I just happened to be a Tom Cruise fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He's good at what he's good at.
See, Tom Cruise does pull people in sometimes, not just wives who he immediately rebels.
What he does, no matter what anybody says.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was just a fan of his films, and I was a fan of what he did. And then I'm quite a curious guy. Like, if there's a particular, because I like, writing and people and life and stuff like that. So if there's a subject that has my interest, then I'll kind of go down the rabbit hole on it. And so I didn't know anything about it, to be honest, John, about Scientology. I didn't know about Ella.
This was supposed to be on the section about children. I don't know why I didn't start on that. Yeah, I don't know where it is exactly. You'll have to go watch it. Child Labor in Scientology, Scotland, John Atack, Family and Friends. It's a really great interview. John Atack is so knowledgeable. He was in Scientology for 9 years. He went up to OT7, I believe. Yeah, something like that. Next, we have my channel. We're going to show Amy doing a call-in for Public Works. Scrolling.
I'm going to repeat everything everybody said before me. Ditto to Georgina and Audit LA. I'm just going to remind you that everything I said last week, that you cannot be doing this with having a cult have a street named after it. And there's nothing religious going on in those buildings. I've been in there before, and there's not a religion. There's no prayers. There's no God. There's no kitty. So wake up, the city of LA. Bye.
Amy does a great job. She calls in frequently. Let's play a little bit more. Let's play Ganja Girl.
Is that L. Ron Hubbard way? When L. Ron Hubbard has said really horrible things about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He said that Jesus was a pedophile. How can you give someone like that a street? You giving them a street named after L. Ron Hubbard means that you co-sign that you endorse that the city of Los Angeles is okay with that. And there should not be, siding with this religion, that religion. There's supposed to be neutrality. So why was this even allowed in the first place? There should be no L. Ron Hubbard way. There is no Jesus Christ way in Los Angeles. There should be separation of church and state. Change it back to North Berendo. Thank you.
Good job. So yeah, why is there an L. Ron Hubbard way? Why do we have a street named after a cult leader, a human trafficking, family destroying, child abusing cult leader? And we have a street named after him. We don't have a Charles Manson way. We don't even have a Jesus Christ way. I Googled it to check. It doesn't exist. And there's a reason for that. And yet we have an L. Ron Hubbard way. It's disgusting. They think they own that street. Their security guards peruse that street, and the neighbors are afraid to even walk down it. You're not allowed to park on it. They've stolen that street. Anyway, that's something that riles me up, because I call into Public Works too. Hey, Buttercup's here. Hey, Buttercup. Hey, Miriam. Good morning. Next, I want to play a clip from Scooter Mom. Yesterday was Scooter Report. You guys need to check out Scooter Report and support Scooter Mom. Here is a clip from her show yesterday. Are we going to play
that? And also, the other one that I'm going to share with you was actually streamed to a private Facebook group, and so I restreamed that with permission to my channel. So it's just a lot easier for me to share a clip from my channel for you. And well, I will explain something about that when I get to it, if I can remember. But in the meantime, please take a look at this clip from PTS in Texas. Well, it's a short. And she was in, she protests in Austin and Hitzel knows PTS. And they often protest together. And she happened to run into the number one guy who likes to call the cops on the protesters.
Calling the police today, Michael? Are we going to waste APD resources? All those blanket criminal trespasses y'all are issuing to like everybody? That is not the way to happiness.
It's the way to crappiness.
Look who it is.
So he was so incredibly talkative. I mean, okay, let's face it. He only talks when he's trying to get your money or when he's complaining to the police. So
that sounds like your typical Scientologist. Okay. Next I want, oh, and thank you, Scooter Mom. Next, I want to play a clip from Eyes to See. Eyes to See, a telling account of Scientology childhood.
Had a pervy supervisor. Sounds like a pedo. Sounds like a pedo. Sounds like a pedo. So I did not trust my auditor. Even as a child, I danced around his questions for hours. Feel bad now that my parents paid money they didn't have to help me. I thought I solved the scheme when I had a floating needle, thinking her earrings are gorgeous, and realized happy thoughts gets you there. Kind of like the law of attraction. Vibrations are everything.
I should say trigger warning. It gets kind of vile here. Well, I mean, all of my content involves Scientology, so it's all vile, right?
Under 10 years old, my soup. Listen to this, you guys. Another pedo. Under 10 years old, my soup, short for supervisor, told me how big his DICK was. Under 10 years old. But yet, the FBI, Department of Homeland Security.
Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't even know if I really knew what one of those was at that age. Come on now. Next, I have a clip from Aaron Smith-Levin, growing up in Scientology. And I forgot to say thank you, Eyes to See. She does great work. Please check her out. Here is Aaron Smith-Levin talking about his case. All right. Are we going to play? Here we go.
You know, it's funny, Clearwater police officers. When I was here as a child for several years, from the ages of 12 to 15, not living with my parents, not going to school, having been transported across state lines, working over 100 hours a week, when there was a couple other 100 children on this base in the exact same situation, police didn't seem to care about hundreds of children being trafficked by Scientology. By the way, guys, you know what happens when Epstein Island gets tax exemption? You get the Church of Scientology. You get the Flagland base, okay? And so, you know, guys, it has become very clear that the Clearwater Police Department has been colluding with Scientology to retaliate against ex-Scientologists. I have one more trial to go. I have one more charge to defend myself against. 2 months after the first incident, there was a second incident. And I'm going to play that video for you right now. Keep in mind, as I'm showing you this second incident, I was charged with a second battery for what you are about.
This is pretty outrageous, guys. He's charged with the battery for them battering him.
This is my team. And we get everything
commercials. Sorry about the commercial.
done with Monday.com. Sarah is a
Pat, I knew I could come here and ask you for help. Claudio and Renato Lugli have been trying to reach their son for the last 10 years. Is there any way that you could allow Flavio Lugli to contact his parents? Aaron? They're trying to reach him. Ow! Ow! What did you just do? You just hurt me. You just injured my foot. This isn't trespassing. You're lying. This is the property line. The property line is right here. You just committed battery on me. I can't believe you did that. You know perfectly well the property line is the door, not here. You can't hurt people. You can't put your hands on people, Andrew.
Okay, good. It doesn't get any more exciting after that. That's Andrew. He works for the Office of Special Affairs for the Flag Land Base. He's one of Scientology's intelligence operatives. Part of his job is to retaliate against enemies of Scientology and ex-Scientologists, people who have been declared suppressive persons.
So he's the one that's assaulted here, and he's being charged with battery. Make it make sense, people. Clearwater Police are definitely inclusion. Thank you, Aaron. Check out Growing Up in Scientology. Next, I have a clip, because guess what, guys? MD Media is back. I have a clip from MD Media I am happy to share with you. Here we go.
That's going to be a great short. They don't know who teaches. Yeah, sorry. Let me zoom back out. Sir, can you just at least tell me why you're having them go inside and hide? I'm really just a guy with a camera. What section I am? Oh, you said my last name. I love it. Maraga's back. Back again.
MD Media's back.
You just said my last name. How funny. Maraga's back. Slow down.
Rode past him, got out his walkie-talkie immediately and said, Maraga's back. Welcome back, MD Media. It was good to see you out there. He added some clips to his channel and to Faces of Scientology. So check those out. Thank you, MD Media. Next, I have a clip from Tori Magoo. She had an interview with Bianca last night. Tori and Bianca, Scientology Rundown, which is the name of Bianca's channel, which I need to add to my description. So note to self, add Bianca Scientology Rundown to my link list. And here is Tori at Tori Magoo 44.
Not so much as a cult, more as like most people that I've spoken to are like, oh, Scientology, yeah, that's like the weird Hollywood thing.
Oh,
you know, that all the actors do, like Tom Cruise and John Travolta. They're like, maybe it's like yoga, or maybe it's like meditation, but it's like a weird thing that actors are really into. And some people are surprised, like when I tell them, you know, that there is Scientology in Sweden. They're like, oh, really? I didn't know that. It is a bit bigger than most people realize here in Sweden, but it's not very big. So
I know that's what happened in Norway. I went to Norway to see Andreas, who started Xenu.net.
Yeah.
And helped me wake up.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to go see Scientology. And he goes like this, why? It's just a doorbell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is a little bit bigger here. Now here in Stockholm, it pretty much is just a doorbell, but they used to have a building.
Right.
Pretty central in Stockholm, but now it's like out in an industrial area, and it's like half a floor of a industrial office building. So here it's really, but in Malmö they have an ideal org, you know, like a really big.
Really?
They bought a historical building. It used to be a sugar factory.
And where is this?
In Malmö. That's in the south of Sweden.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there it's, I mean, the building is big, but the number of people, I recently spoke to some kids. I actually get this quite often, because here in Sweden, when you're in high school, you have to do a small research project for high school. And a lot of kids actually come to me and ask to interview me for their high school research projects.
Good.
And yeah, and I spoke to two teenagers who they had gone to because they live near Malmö, and they had been there to the church and done the personality test and everything as part of their research. And I asked them well, what's it like in there? I've never been in that church. And they're like, it's really big and really fancy and bright lights. You almost have to have sunglasses because everything's so bright. And I was like, okay, cool. How many people are in there? They're like, almost nobody.
Right.
Almost
That's
nobody.
true around the world.
Yeah.
They're into, I think Miscavige, this is my theory. I think he realized people can sue him, but buildings can't.
That's true.
So
Isn't that funny? People can sue him, but buildings can't. Another building that's almost completely empty. They're all dead. They're all empty. But they're still trying to pull people in. They're leaving kicking and screaming. They're still trying to pull people in. People are still getting trapped. The few that he has, he's holding on with a stranglehold grip and squeezing every dime he can out of them, and still trafficking people. They're struggling to get people in Asia and Africa, and they're throwing all this money, laundering it offshore. So it needs to be stopped completely. Next, I have one from Liz Gale. This is one I featured last week, but I didn't get to the part that I really wanted to showcase. So I am sharing it again. Hold on one second. Here we go.
Some potential connection about Scientology and One Taste. Do you want to tell people what that is?
Yeah. So basically when I started to question what was really going on, so when Nicole
apparently can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single
commercial again. I'm sorry. I really need to pay for this subscription.
That had been out of One Taste, that had created a Facebook group for people who wanted to transition out of the organization. And I basically just started hearing the truth. And I was like talking to someone who had been out, and he said, because I was like, they said this is a Tibetan Buddhist meditation practice. It has nothing to do with Tibetan Buddhism. Like, this is not, the math isn't mathing. Things are not lining up. Like, what's going on? And this guy told me, who had been out of One Taste and who had apparently been, I think he had been like one of the first people in the organization. I don't remember his name. It was a very interesting interaction. But he basically told me, he said that the story that they tell about the origin story of One Taste isn't true, that One Taste began because of the purple people who were the purple people was a term for the people who were part of Lafayette Morehouse, which is based in Lafayette, California. And the technique that One Taste coined or branded or whatever came out of the technique that they taught at Lafayette Morehouse. And apparently the founder of Lafayette Morehouse was a Scientologist, and that there were some connections between the founders of Lafayette Morehouse, Nicole, and Scientology. I haven't done much research.
That is someone who escaped One Taste cult, and she's saying that Scientology is directly responsible for some of their practices.
Recently about it, but I just remember that he made the connection between like how we got here and why they created the structure that they created at One Taste. It was like mirroring some of the structures apparently in Scientology.
That was a great interview Liz Gale did with this young woman from One Taste. Check it out. Check out Liz Gale's channel. It's a really short show today, guys. I don't have a lot today. It's slower on Tuesdays. I stayed up late though watching Tori McGoo's interview, so that's definitely one I'd recommend you guys take a look at. Hey, Kathy's here. Hey, Kathy, how are you? So, guys, I'm thinking because Tuesdays, Irish is here. Good morning, Irish. Wow, good afternoon to you. Joe's here. Hey, Joe. I'm thinking on Tuesdays I might switch it up and make it a deep dive Tuesday. Rika's here. Hey, Rika. And yeah, I might switch it up on Tuesdays and just do a deep dive Tuesdays. I already have my subject for next Tuesday. It's going to be Sean Lonsdale, one of the very first anti-Scientology protesters that went around Clearwater, who ended up not alive anymore. We'll put it that way. And it's very suspicious how he passed. And I want to find out some more information on that. And so I want to promote his story and show you some clips from him. So I already have I've got like 10 different web pages and videos, etc., articles to show on him. So next Tuesday, look forward to that. This tomorrow is for this week's interview, which I have on Wednesday. So tomorrow I have Amy M. Yeah, our own Jill from the Call-In crew tomorrow. Look forward to that. That's going to be a good interview. She has a different story than a lot of people have heard so far. So it's really good to hear other voices, other stories, other victims, other, different abuses than what you always hear. It's good to get a little, a full picture, And I do have a bonus clip. Oh, I got to go back to sharing. I have a bonus clip from one of our protesters who was out protesting something different. Let's see, can I find it? Yeah, here it is. Hell's Gear was out at a International Women's Day march. Let's play a little bit from that.
Also had enough. Because I certainly had enough. Have you had enough? Yeah! Have you had enough? Yeah! And that right there is the fuel to keep going. I encourage you to take that fuel and pour it into a local organization. And if that's something you already do, keep pouring what you can because it's working. Yeah. Together, we fight for a different world than the one that we were born into, with the legacy of all the women who came before us, and we do it for every generation of women after us. So thank you for being here, and thank you.
Strong women out speaking about ICE and getting it off of our streets. That is Hell's Gear. Check her channel out. Next, I want to remind you that today is the police commissioners meeting. It is on today. They cancel so many of them, but it's on today. It's at 9:30 my time, so in 2.5 hours. And Audit LA will be there, probably Laura, probably Streets LA, probably Ashley. So check out Audit LA's channel. I'll have to add that to the description too. Put in Bianca's, put in Audit LA. Check that out. She will be there in person, so it's always very exciting. It's been a very heated meeting the last several times, especially with all the ICE stuff, and people are very outspoken about the abuses happening in the Los Angeles Police Department. And if you go to my page, which is what I'm showing now, on my posts, you can see the agenda item and the Zoom link. If you click on those, click on the agenda item, see what the topics are for the day. Click on the Zoom link. You can call in yourself. You can even do it anonymously and call in and tell LAPD what you think of them and what you think of their collusion with Scientology. All right, one final thing I want to share with you, Gnome Roamers, because the other day when I showed it, apparently I didn't have share screen on right. So Gnome Roamer, who is missing, by the way, I want you to check out his channel, like and subscribe. He's been missing in Melbourne since, October? Yeah, poor little guy. He's been missing. In fact, I got a lost flyer alert sent to me. Lost endangered person, Gnome Roamer, answers to the name George. Height 4 inches, 10 centimeters, weighs approximately 2 ounces. Age 768 in gnome years, 1.3 in human years. Last seen in Melbourne, Australia. Please do not approach the suspect. Person of interest, Aphila 8. Suspect may be armed and dangerous. Report any sightings of suspect or Gnome Roamer to Antics of a Mama Squirrel at proton.me. I keep saying that. Proton.me. So yeah, Phila's very sus. So check out Aphila's channel, check out Audit LA's channel, check out Hell's Gear. Hey Helly, I just featured you. And yep, that's pretty much the update. Oh, check out Gnome Roamer's channel. More to come on Gnome Roamer. you know, we're in hot pursuit. We're in hot pursuit. We'll get it sorted. But give Athela 8 a like and subscribe and check her out. She's been out in Melbourne exposing Scientology and doing good work. So thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And look forward to Amy's interview tomorrow. Police commission in just 2 hours. And I guess that wraps it up. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming in. Have a great day.